Hi, thanks for giving me this opportunity to explain to you one aspect of the first past the post system. I've been thinking about how to present this, but basically put the presentation together because the No to Alternative Vote campaign has been giving messages which are inaccurate and that don't represent reality. They've been depicting the first past the post system as a perfect system, which is as clear as selecting the winner of a race. They've been saying that it is unjust for someone who finishes third in a race to be selected as a winner. My hope is that in this presentation, I can explain why some people are unhappy with a first past the post system. I hope I'll communicate this in a clear way. In the current system, the party with the most votes doesn't always win, and I'm going to show you how this can be the case, how this can happen. For the purpose of this example, imagine there are only four political parties: Party A, Party B, Party C, and Party D. And there are only four constituencies in this country. This is not true, of course. There are more parties and there are more constituencies. This is just to communicate a principle that the party with the most votes doesn't always win. And for the purposes of this example, each constituency has 1,000 voters who arrive and vote on polling day. Okay, so let's take a look at what happens on the day of the vote. Okay, so we're going to have a look initially at constituency 1. Party A get 40% of the vote, 400 people vote for them. Party B get 30% of the vote, Party C get 20% of the vote, and Party D get 10% of the vote. So we have no one with a 50% share of the vote, no clear winner here. Okay, constituency 2, for the purposes of this example, the same thing happens. 40% for Party A, 30% for Party B, 20% for Party C, and 10% for Party D. And by some stroke of luck, the same voter share for constituency 3, 40% for Party A, 30% for Party B, 20% for Party C, and 10% for Party D. Constituency 4, however, is a completely different picture. Party A only get 10% of the vote, Party B get 50% of the voter share, Party C get 30% of the vote, and Party D get 10% of the vote. Okay, now in the first past the post system, which is the current system, there is a clear winner here in each constituency. Okay, in constituency 1 we have Party A with the most votes, constituency 2 Party A again with the most votes, and constituency 3 the same, Party A has the most votes. Constituency 4 Party B has the most votes. Now this would reflect in Parliament. We would have 3 members of Parliament from Party A and 1 member of Parliament representing Party B, and we would have no representation from Party C or Party D because they didn't win in any constituency. Okay, now we're going to have a look at a different graph. We're going to use the same data but just represent it in a different way. We're going to have a look at the overall voter share and look at the share of power in Parliament, because after all, Parliament is our central government. It does represent everyone. It's not just a representation of each constituency, each member of Parliament just looking after the interests of their constituents. Each party has their own political agenda. Okay, so we're going to have a look at, first of all, overall voter share. So we have 4 constituencies. Each constituency had 1,000 voters, so that's 4,000 voters. What percentage of those voted for Party A? Well, we had 32.5% of the overall vote that voted for Party A. 35% of the overall voters voted for Party B. 22.5% voted for Party C, and 10% voted for Party D. Now, how does that translate into the power share in Parliament? In this example, Party A have a 75% share of the power in Parliament, and Party B have 25% of the power of the share of power in Parliament, and Party C and Party D have no representation whatsoever. So what this shows clearly is how a party who doesn't receive the most votes can win. And not only that, despite the fact that Party A got less votes than Party B overall, they have 3 times the number of members of Parliament than do Party B, and that's significant. And this is just one of the reasons why people are unhappy with the current system. There are many factors which can weigh in on these arguments, of course, but for this and many other reasons, I will be voting yes to the alternative vote on the 5th of May 2011. Thanks very much for listening.